Let's get back to discovering the truth together on The Edge.
And discovering the truth together is what we do every Saturday night right here on this fine station. All you affiliates, thank you so much for logging on. Now, on our Newsmaker line, we have with us this evening Sherry Shriner. Sherry, welcome to the show.
Hey, Daniel, how you doing?
Well, it's great to have you back, Sherry. You've kind of missed you. I was looking in the past guests, and I said, you know what? I'm just in a mood. Okay, that's it. I'm in a mood. I want Sherry on the show tonight.
Always an interesting show.
Yeah, well, welcome to the program, Sherry. And your website is really looking good too, and you've got your own radio show and a lot of archives up there. Tell us what's on your neck of the woods there. What's new and exciting?
Well, as you know, and some of your listeners, I've been involved with the alien agenda for the last 5 or 6 years now. And what I pretty much do is just sound the warnings on what I see coming from the New Age and the alien camp in regards to the New World Order, One World Government, Bible prophecy. So it pretty much attracts a lot of, a large range of different people, different subjects, different areas.
Yeah. Well, that's good. When you're doing that, do you get like hate mail or anything?
Do I get what?
Do you get hate mail?
Hate mail?
Hate mail.
Email. Hate mail.
Hate mail. Email,
yes,
hate mail, yeah.
Most people think I'm nuts.
Really?
But it's really changed in the last year from, I used to get emails telling it's totally nuts to the point where I just saw this weird thing I can't describe, and, people are starting to see the things I've been warning about for years, and that's the veil lifting between the third and the fourth dimensions, to where it's totally going to be eliminated. Both dimensions are going to merge as one, and we're going to be able to see aliens and demons and things in the spiritual realm with our own physical eyes. Yeah. And these things are happening slowly over time now. As Planet X moves closer to the Earth, that veil is going to be smashed when it's here, and it's going to be complete chaos on Earth. It's going to be a time that the Bible calls the tribulation period, the last half. And so a lot of things I've been warning about over the years are just, people are starting to see and wake up to every day.
Yeah. Well, I think you could look at Katrina as far as that goes, because a lot of, people had prophesied that a giant wave or weather anomalies would hit the United States and cause massive destruction, and many just disregarded that. And so I think there are some earth changes that's going on, and I think people need to start paying a little bit more attention.
Yeah, that's why I've been writing articles. I've got a bunch of articles on my website at SherryShriner.com in regards to the coming UFO and alien invasion here on Earth. I also detail a lot about what time was like in the beginning, in the days of Noah, because we've been warned over and over again that the last days tribulation period here on Earth will be as in the days of Noah. People don't really understand what those days were like. And so I'm not inventing anything new, just taking what's in the Bible and presenting it for what it really means.
Yeah. And, I think, we've had already, or believe it or not, and I just called you today, but we've had people saying, why is, Sherry Shriner says this or Sherry Shriner says that. But I think one of the things I'm sure you want to do is what we want to do here on The Edge is if you can provoke somebody to study, there's only, the truth is the truth no matter where it leads you. And if it leads somebody to something that they're way out of their realm, if they're really in a search for truth, they need to either accept it, because if they start denying the truths that are revealed to them, then I think a whole lot less will be revealed, and before you know it, they'll be in some massive deception and won't be able to get out of it anyway.
Sure, if you already know everything, then you can't be taught anything, because you've already decided you know everything.
Yeah.
And so your mind is closed to totally being taught anything new because you've blocked it off. Yeah. All of these different factions, everybody can see that the United States is moving into a socialist type government, a police state. The New World Order, George Bush announced it in 1991, and you've had various guests on your show that talk about the coming aspects of the different factions of the New World Order and what they plan to do with internment camps.
Right. Right.
And all of these factions, all of these things are like pieces of the puzzle, and they all work together. And people don't, they're not separate factions. They all just work together. And when you start to see the pieces of the puzzle fall together, it can be a really scary outlook if you're on the outside looking in, or if you already have a sound faith in the Lord to where you can say, okay, He's going to be with me during this time. He's going to protect me. And you can just be bold for Him and build His kingdom in these last days, regardless of a government that wants to kill you because you have a faith in the Lord and not theirs.
Right.
A worldwide government that's going to come into fruition and be led by Satan himself on earth.
All right.
I mean, there's a lot of things coming, and this is all entails Bible prophecy. That's a particular area of Bible prophecy, and what the Lord had said would happen as time on earth wound down. I know a lot of people pay attention to the Mayan calendar, which depicts 2012 as the last year here on Earth. And so the people look for various different things because they know something's going on, and they want to know what this Planet X is coming in, and they want to know, do UFOs really exist? Because they have to exist. You see them outside every day.
Yeah. Now,
I mean, there's a highway in the sky, and you can look up at any time of the night and see the red lights of UFOs. I mean, it's not hard. Once you know what to look for, you're going to start to see this stuff.
Yeah. Now, do you believe, as others have said, that UFOs mimic airplanes in that they have the same type of pulsating red and yellow lights?
Oh, they do. They do. They mimic airplanes really well. And if you live near a military base, you know, you'll be seeing them all day and night and not be able to tell which ones are which. But I'll tell you what, airplanes don't stop in midair and just sit there for a while, or you know, all of a sudden decide to turn their lights off for a while, or do something crazy, like do some kind of a maneuver an airplane would never do. They do mimic airplanes.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
and the fact is, our own government even has their own UFO fleet. A lot of people have seen them. I was saying I saw something black triangular flying in the air, and you know, that's their own government fleet. They have their own UFO fleets.
All right. Just a couple notes here. Somebody wanted to send in a kind of congratulations. They said two of their favorite people are on the air right now, Sherry Shriner and Daniel Ott. So appreciate that. Hey, here's a question for you, just kind of a housekeeping one. Somebody says they note that I guess because our description of you, our bio of you, says that you have 10 websites. And their question is, how do you find financial support for all your websites?
Well, financial support comes from the Lord's people, and I couldn't do it without them. You know, every month it seems I get enough donations in to cover website expenses, to cover the radio show that I do. You know, every month he just makes ends meet. You know, every month it's him. It's, you know, it's nothing I'm doing in particular. I don't even have a full-time job. I've just been serving him for the past 10, 12 years. And he takes care of the bills. You know, and I have 20 websites now.
I have quite a few too myself. But now here's a question, kind of a challenging question to you. I guess is this in the past? Did you predict that John Kerry would win the election?
No, I never. I wouldn't even predict it. I put on my hidden code site that I would not post the code on the election.
I seem to remember you saying that too.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even predict it. No way.
Yeah. Okay.
There was two different ways it could have gone. The codes were not coming out either way. You could interpret them either way you wanted to. That's why I just said it was ridiculous. There's no way you can predict it. They can go either route. I can tell you what will happen if so-and-so is elected, if the other one's elected, but I wasn't going to choose which one was going to be elected.
Okay. All right, here, Sherry, here's another one for you. It says, Sherry, don't you think that your interest in the Nag Hammadi library, which includes Gnostic texts and teachings that are forbidden by the early church because of heretical content, do you believe they may...
Well, you know what? Anything forbidden by the early church would pique my interest as being more of truth. I mean, look what the early church did to a lot of the manuscripts written by the original apostles. They buried them, and they put in Pauline books.
Yeah.
So you really have to look at things with an open mind and ask the Lord himself for the truth. Should I read this book? Is this one the right one? You have to read it, chew the grass, spit out the hay. As much as you would open up the Bible today and end up reading a book by Paul, you know, that's in there, that's dominant, 13 of them in the New Testament. And, you know, would you read him, or would you read maybe something other that's truth, that's considered Nag Hammadi, or in the Old Testament scrolls? Truth's everywhere. I mean, Enoch's not in the book. Enoch's not in the Bible. Why isn't Enoch? You know, the church should